What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. This is the NXT review video on February 6th, 2024. And yeah, and things happened like partially what I expected it to be, even though it was not in the way that I would predict it, but the way in a way, but it's still we still had Carmelo Hayes addressed everybody the reason why he attacked Trick Williams this past Sunday of Vengeance Day after his match against Ilya Dragunov. And I thought they would show some footage of him being the culprit of him attacking him, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But we do have Carmelo Hayes coming out in the ring. This is where he sat down right onto the chair, like if he was an African American version of Adam Cole, like when he betrayed MJF and revealed that he was the Mystery Devil. But instead of pulling out a mask, he just pulled out the reveal of everything of him trying to prevent him from becoming NXT champion before this match against Ilya Dragunov. But yeah, this is where we got. This is where the fans were chanting like "F you Mello," clap, 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 or "Flub you Mello," or should I say? But even though they didn't say "flub," but yeah, they had to mute it down because it is a PG rated show, so they cannot let them use the words non-censored. I'm saying the words non-censored, of course, unless they're on Peacock in a NXT exclusive pay-per-view, like when they allow them to say "Holy Sugar Honey Iced Tea." But anyway, this is where we got Mel's like everyone like. This is where he took the chair. He was sat on it. This is where before you have a chance to even boo at boo. I mean, before you had a chance to not boo. I mean, to speak on his behalf of his reasoning. This is where fans start continuing to boo. You probably thought Dominic Mysterio was in the arena because they booed very loud. Now, and I was thinking to myself like, wait, Dominic Mysterio is not the North American champion anymore, is he? Oh yeah, like. The guy Obafemi dethroned him about a few months ago back at what's that pay-per-view Deadline? That's right, 2 months ago. The last pay-per-view, but it's where Carmelo Hayes just left. This is where Melo's like or left out of the ring. This is where he's like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna have to speak later when you wasting y'all's breath, like cheering and booing the next guy that comes out of this ring, like which we do get him speaking on it, like, but yeah, but it'll be in the middle of the show in a promo segment. But what's your thoughts on Carmelo Hayes like tonight? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's move on to the. But they showed a recap of NXT Vengeance Day with the Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament. We got Roxanne Perez versus Lyra Valkyria turned to a triple threat match with Lola Vice when she cashed in their breakout contract. We got Obafemi with Dragon Lee, and then the family against OTM. We also had Joe Gacy and Dijak in the street fight match, and then we had the main event with Trick Williams against Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship. But yeah, and they showed where Carmelo Hayes betrayed his best friend after he lost the match. But this is where we got, and then this is where Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin was celebrating their latest win over Trick Mello Gang and become the new Dusty Classic Tournament winner of 2024, of course. And this is where Braun Breaker's like, yeah, this is a big celebration. Like, and like, how about we have Alicia, the female announcer for NXT, like they have her announce them as the winners of the 2024 Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament, which she did. She was like, "You're winners, like of the 2024 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, like Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, the Wolf Dogs." Well, I'm not sure if she called them the Wolf Dogs, but well, I think she did. Yeah. And this is where Braun Breaker's like, yeah. And then Baron Corbin's like, and then this is where Baron Corbin's like, oh, come on. Like, what are you, why would you announce us as the Wolf Dog? Like, and he's like, see what you done, Braun Breaker? Like, seriously, Braun? Like, how much money did you pay Alicia here to say that? And this is where Braun Breaker was like, you do not want to know. And this is where Baron Corbin's like, never mind that. But Sunday was off the charts. Like we won the cup, and our names are right here in the bottom forever. In this tag team annual tag team tournament, like for all of eternity of WWE, which it was in the bottom, like under the Creed brothers and MSK and Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle, and what other tag team that won the tag team classic last year? Did they even have a tag team classic last year? I don't. But yeah, them and it also had the Undisputed Era back 2018. Like yeah, so all of them from the past like 8 years of the tag team classic to honor the late great Dusty Rhodes. But I think it started in 2016, I believe. Yeah. But this is where Baron Corbin's like, there's no one, and I mean no one in this company to stop us as a tag team. Like, I mean, maybe you over the top rope can stop you, but like enough about that. But how's your face, by the way? Which he would still have marks from 2 days later from that match. In that match from 2 nights ago at Vengeance Day when they faced Trick Milligan, which I forgot to point that out. My apologies, which I was kind of in a hurry of doing the podcast at the time. But yeah, he bounced off the ropes and went hitting his face on the outer part while he was between the middle ropes and the top part when he tried to run. But it was because the ropes were very slippery and not only Braun Breaker, but also like Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes was also having trouble running through there or springboarding off that. Braun Breaker Carmelo Hayes springboarding off of there, and he nearly slipped by doing so. With the ropes having some kind of issues, like with probably some kind of over I don't know exactly what made him slip, like, but it basically made him malfunction when they're trying to hit a move like through the ropes, about rope bounding, if you know what I mean. But anyway, this is where. But Baron Corbin's like, hey, you got a little mark right in the front, a little bit, and then a big mark right back in your head. Like, but other than that, like, and this is where the fans start chanting, "He's still handsome." I was like, just don't make Cora Jade jealous, like by complimenting the second generation superstar, because like nobody will call her. Nobody doesn't call him the H word, but her. My bad. I knew he did the opposite right there. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, this is where Braun Breaker's like, yeah, and this is where it's like, well, I had a moment like which I refuse to forget, but and it was like, if I wouldn't been over the top rope, like if I didn't have to give your big ass a boost during that match. And this is where Baron Corbin's like, really? Like, did you really have to bury me right there in this moment? This is where Baron Corbin's like, okay, we need to get back on track. Like, we won the cup, you know what that means? We get a shot at some tag team gold. Which it looked like he was not referring to not only to the D'Angelo family. It looked like it was all he could possibly cash in onto the Judgment Day tag team gold, but they want gold rather than silver, which they specified, which they name dropped who they going after, which was with Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, which Braun Breaker's like you two, like the Wolf Dogs on the hunt, like so bring y'all's cowardly asses down here right in the ring now. And it is where somebody was coming out, but it wasn't the current NXT Tag Team Champions, unfortunately. But it was a tag team that they went past from the past couple weeks ago, like during the tournament in the semifinals, which was which was Nathan Frazier and Axiom. It was Nathan Frazier and Axiom because they had their match against not Obafemi, I mean Enough Enough Idris, I believe his name is, and Malik Blade. Yeah, because Idris Enough and Malik Blade challenged them in the match with some little motivation with their new friend Reeves, I forget her first name, but yeah, Reeves was saying let's put that in the test and see if you can show that you're gonna be better versions of ourselves by wrestling in this match. But it's where we do have the match, and Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin sit with the commentator. Let's start off with, I believe, Malik Blade and Nathan Frazier. Oh, was it? It was. I believe it was Axiom. Then Axiom and Idris and North with Idris and North. I should pronounce it correctly. My apologies for the enunciation. But anyway, this is where he hits a headlock right onto Axiom, but he flips right out of it. This is where he tags in Nathan Frazier, which they did a double team on him. This is where Enofe tagged in his partner Blade. This is where they went squared off and hit their strikes they had ready for each other until they saw their tag team partners respectively. This is where Nathan Frazier hit a suicide dive right onto the Enofe into the left side of the left corner of the ringside area, and Malik Blade had a suicide dive on the Axiom, respectively. Of course, this is where Nathan Frazier was like, did we really just do that? And this is where Malik Blade said, I believe we just did. This is where Malik Blade then ran right into the ring with Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier tried to charge at him, but he brought him down to the ground, slamming him into the middle of the ring. This is where he's like, it's all about the genius strategy, man. Like, you need to think of doing it yourself as well. Like, because you've been lacking the knowledge as of late. Like, no offense, that's what that he was looking like towards the Jersey-born wrestler. Just where that's where they continue his fight right on to Frazier, right on to. I'll say until right into that very same spot towards the left corner side of the canvas until he finally tagged in his tag partner Idris North. He tagged in the North Bay, but I believe Nathan Frazier got out of the double team, I believe, and this is where he tagged in Axiom. This is where he Irish whipped him from the. This is where Axiom was fighting it out with Enofe. Irish whipping him right to the left corner side. This is where he tried to go for a body drop, but this is where Enofe flips him over in the sunset flip into a pinfall. But this is where Axiom flips him right over back and hit a reverse clothesline right into the ground. This is where he tried to go for a pin, but he only got a 2.3. This is where Axiom put him in a sleeper